What's going on, YouTube? Your boy is back with a new video. We've been building, we've been filming, had a little issue with the hard drive, lost all the old footage, which sucks. But regardless, we're still here, we're filming again. In the past at Hand Torch, we had a bit of goodies developing in the background, which we went and got another JZ. So this is actually the crusty one that came out of the S14. Definitely in need of a reseal and just some TLC, but got another 1J. Came with a bunch of spare parts, all that. Some of the best parts came with was some BC264 cams. So I've had head studs chilling around for a while. We ended up tearing that engine apart, sending the head off to a machine shop, getting the cams installed, installing the head studs, resealing the whole thing. Have had a CD009 in that kit for a while, so we got the kit thrown on the CD009, and now it's not the floor, so that means it can only be in one place. But before we get there, we'll get you caught up on everything else that we've done, the footage I got. So welcome back to the videos. It's a new day. Had to run to the parts store, get some things. So we got the harmonic balancer taken off the old engine. Ended up slapping it on the new engine. Got that fluid damper, boy. Drilled the flange on the turbo for the feed there. With the oil feed. I'm gonna finish up the oil drain today. New turbo's on, manifold's on. Hot side's basically good minus the oil drain. And then yesterday, actually, just kind of went all OCD and started getting the intake manifold cleaned up. Overall, very clean engine setup now. Hopefully it stays that way and doesn't leak. Engine will be ready to go. CD009 ready to go. All the clutch stuff, flywheel. Still need to do all the prep to the engine bay and get the car ready for it, but yeah, still a few days of work ahead of us for sure, but moving along. Quick update, got a new windshield in the S14. Man, Antoine came through, hooked it up. All right, I was fucking with my coil packs and I figured out I need to seal my valve covers down before I bolt those down, so whatever. Valve cover stuff, now I got a little bit of RGB, and put some oil on it and then seal it up and hope it stays nice and clean and lubricated before startup. But we're getting there, boy. Do some of blue blob. Oh yeah. And valve covers are tightened down. So engine is officially sealed off, ready to go. So I think right now what I want to do, I need to start cleaning up the engine bay and get it ready for a quick coat of paint. Hammer out what I need to hammer out and carry on with my life. A lot of time and a lot of effort later. I made a mini paint booth in the garage, so yeah. Just wiped everything down with acetone. Everything's masked off, wiring loom, everything should be out of the way. I'm not really gonna fuck with the subframe much or the power plant frame, but I'm gonna try to do the front of the rad support here and all that shit. But yeah, it's a pain in the ass. Okay, I got the painting done. I started tearing down my paint booth, but I figured I'd wait a minute. But it's all right. Not perfect, but it'll do. What the car is meant for, it'll do. Okay, engine bay is ready to go. Basically, got a bunch of little like shit out of the way. We need to get the wires out, but I just let the paint sit. But Tucked up some shit, did this a little better. Yeah, but gonna get the the flywheel and the clutch mounted in the back of this guy. So it's time to lift it off the stand finally. Get ready to mount into the car. So got the flywheel thrown on, all that jazz. Pilot bearing installed as well. Greased that up, kind of hammered it in. Flywheel's all cleaned up, ready for a clutch. Torque down to 70 foot-pounds. Incrementally, all that jazz. Looking good. So clutch time. See, wave, see. Fast forward like a week. Turns out, one thing I didn't record, I'll insert some pictures. The discs that I got, they were wrong. So they're too thin. Whenever I pulled the clutch fork out of the assembly when I had it bolted, the discs just like fell. They weren't held into place like they should be. I bought discs for a triple disc tilt and clutch, the same diameter, same spline, so everything was like right, but the disc thickness wasn't enough. I ended up going to Tilton's website and I found this. So you can see pads on each side, much thicker than like what this little bit is. That should hopefully take up the remaining space and allow everything to be like clamped securely. Did also learn just from reading the instructions, this beveled edge here will face your pressure plate. Your rivet side that says TE for Tilton Engineering will face your flywheel. So the more you know. $200 lesson right there. You can see it's definitely like the same thickness than the pressure plate here, so this is gonna work. Clutch discs stayed in place, so we're ready for transmission. Fuck yeah. And for any of you guys wondering, part numbers for this kit. So it should be a 6 setup. I guess let's stab this baby in. We made the transmission. It was off camera. It was kind of a pain in the ass. It's heavy, but as you can see, made it up. I did already get my downpipe flange welded on as well, so that should be good to go. What else did I also made my oil drain line already. I also got my oil pressure sensor relocated. Got the drift motion billet piece here. Oil setup is basically done, minus actually mounting the cooler and lines. I did make power steering lines. I think I already talked about that. I don't know. It's been busy. Today I also patched up a super big issue that I created when I did my W58, which is my transmission tunnel. I had cut it. So I went through and I tack welded in this little metal plate. It's about the same diameter as what it needed to be. And then I actually put silicone over it just because I didn't want to run a full bead because I didn't want my car catching on fire. But then silicone just to seal it up, keep the weather out, painted it, all that jazz. Should be good to go. All kinds of little things. Yeah, but I think at this moment, I want to put an engine in the car. So that's what I'm going to try to do. So we got the engine in the car. Mounts are, in place, everything's done. Down bottom, it's all like pretty snug fit. I had to actually clearance the back side of my transmission tunnel. Sorry, battery died. So the CD009 sits a bit further back, as I said. I actually ended up moving the engine forward. Radiator's still a real snug fit, but it fits. Yeah, I did end up having to pound out the transmission tunnel a little bit, contrary to the video that I had seen. Mostly on the driver's side, like right up in here, so I had to hammer some of that out. I did hammer this side out just a little bit too. The excessive bracket was real snug. It's all the way max forward. I don't know, I tried to make it as tight as possible and it fits. Gotta get a drive shaft made. Hopefully the exhaust will connect. I haven't tried it yet. Just got it in. But that'll probably do it for this video. Yeah, give me a like, comment, and let me know how you feel about it. Sorry about losing all my footage prior, but yeah, build's coming along. Been talking about it for a while. Hyped to finally have a CD009 in this thing, and she's getting ready to rip. Big obstacles done. Now it's just a bunch of little things. So stay tuned for the next video. Don't forget to go play in traffic.